Hello, tubers and tubettes. My name is David, and I live in Northern California, and I love California. Over the weekend, really had a good time, reinstilled in me that I'm going to retire in California. Everything is so convenient. A lot of things that people concerned about in other countries. I know maybe the main concern is they want to go there because it's cheaper to live. But in California, in my situation, it's actually fine. And I'm probably going to continue to work too. But we had like a big get together on Saturday, a barbecue with a few of our couples that we do stuff with. And it was just a really good time overall. We had one new couple. I've been with them at the casino, and they're just super fun, really nice, and they were there too. And so it just really made me think while I was there, while I was going through the celebrations, that man, if I was living somewhere else, I would be missing all of this. And then yesterday, my sons came down. They were getting ready to go to a Japanese concert, which I don't know how much they get from it because it's all spoken in Japanese, but they said they had a really, really good time, and they drove down to LA. They stayed overnight. They went to the concert the day they drove down, which was yesterday. And then, which it was really nice. Had I not been here, had I been in another country, I would have missed them. I wouldn't have been able to give them hugs and make sure that they called us and kept in contact with us. I just can't imagine living somewhere else where I could not be around them like that. And then we were asked to watch my son Milo because my future daughter-in-law, they're not married yet, was going to do some streaming, and then she was going to talk to her mother, or her sister. And so my wife and I, we said, yeah, well, we'll bring Milo over, but we're having a party, so we're not sure exactly when we'll be able to bring him back over, which is good for her. The longer the better, actually, I think. And so we had another little barbecue yesterday with my brother's sister-in-law, his niece from Michigan, and her son. And then it was my wife and I, my mother-in-law, and my little Milo, my grandson. Again, had I not been living here, or had I been in some other country, I would not have been able to experience that. And we had such a good time. It was so relaxing. Everybody was laid back, and everybody was enjoying Milo, because some of them had never met Milo, and he was actually in really, really good mood. So a lot of times I watch these videos, and I think there's a part of me, like a romantic part, about living in a foreign country and experiencing that lifestyle. But the number one reason most people seem to do it is because of the money issue. They don't trying to keep their costs down, or they don't have enough money to survive in the United States, is what they say. But for me, I think I would miss everybody too much, and miss my friends, family, and business associates and stuff. So it's not really going to be a possibility for me. We'll continue to go traveling. We usually have a couple of travel vacations figured for the year. This year we're already talking about it, maybe even going with some friends. But if the friends can't go or don't want to go, it's not a problem. My wife and I will go ourselves, so that's not a problem. So anyway, I just wanted to say that, we had a good time with those two barbecues, and we got to get a lot of got to hang out with the family quite a bit, which I would not really have a chance to do that if I was living in another country. I might, one thing I think I would like to do is, we've talked about this, and I've talked about it for many, many years, is to go somewhere and live in a town, for a month, and just check it out and just see how the locals are, and look at the different places. But there'd probably be more places like Italy and maybe England and maybe places in the United States, you know, maybe going up to Montana, Alaska. We have good friends that live up in near Seattle, and a cousin actually. And we're planning on going up there actually this next couple of months. They ended up getting a house up there in Puget Sound, so we're going to go up and hang out with them. So I kind of like that idea of going there when the weather is good and then going south when the weather is bad. But in California, it's always pretty good. Right now, we had rain this morning. We weren't expecting it. And it's still 61 degrees, and that's at 10 o'clock in the morning. So I always say it's a really nice place to live. I love California. This is where I'm gonna retire, and I'm already kind of like in semi-retirement mode. So the costs are not too bad. I mean, they're expensive, but I mean, you know, you're living in a really nice area. And then I will continue to do what I do, which is selling pools. I've been doing it for 40 years, but with the company for going on 29 years. I actually have an appointment tonight, and it's with a lady that I guess I sold her 2 pools. I don't remember the first one. The second one I do remember, and that was 25 years ago. So once she knew that it was me and I'm back again, she said she canceled her other appointments and she's just going to go with us. So I am going to give her the best price that I can give her. And it's going to be kind of a unique one to design because she wants Japanese style. She's Chinese Japanese, and I'm Japanese American, you know, so I know how to do Japanese style, but I want to come up with something that'll really kind of blow her mind. So I have that appointment tonight at 6:30, which I'm not going to sign them up, but I'm going to at least present, you know, the ideas, and I'll have a price for it then. So, I also have medical. I had to do some labs, and they somehow missed one of my labs. I think it was for tuberculosis or something. I get my blood tests like every 3 months. And so they forgot one. I don't know, the technician forgot one. So I'm going to go down there this morning and get it done at Kaiser. And again, that's really, really convenient for me, you know, because the medical is good and it's paid through my wife's job. So makes it really nice. You know, there's no cost to doing the labs. So it's just nice to be checked on and make sure that if there is a problem, you know, we get it before it really turns into a big problem. I have diabetes and also arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis. They seem to be connected. And so I'm doing my dieting plan and my exercise program, which I belong to a local gym here. And I've been at that gym, I think, for 20 years. So I really like it. And it's not too expensive, but I like it because it has all the equipment that I need to do what I want to do. So other than my appointment tonight, I don't have anything else going on. So that's why I say I'm kind of semi-retired. I used to do 100 pools a year, and now I'm focusing more for this year to do around 30. That's usually what I try to shoot for, is about 30. The one I sold on Friday was a guy that I met with, and I thought I'd kind of lost it because it's been over 40 days, and I usually have a lock-in for 15 days, but it's been over 40 days, and after I signed him up, I said, "Do you mind me asking you, why did you go with Swan?" And he just said, "Wow, we really liked you, Dave, and we really trust you." And there were a couple of things that I could do. For instance, when we bring the tractor in, we're going to have to dig it from the deep end, so it's not a big deal. We'll have to dig part of it and then hand dig the last part of it. But the other company refused to do that. They said that it had to be like 15 feet away from the house, the edge of the pool. And the technical code is 5 feet away from the house. Now I set theirs at 12, so the ramp is 16 feet. So that means we'll just have to dig it at 12, you know, with a 12-foot ramp, because we don't want to dig between the houses. It'll undercut the footing. And then we'll hand dig the last part of it out. You know, I mean, yeah, we don't want to hand dig it out, but you got to do what you got to do. And so I think that kind of technical knowledge and ability and willingness to do it. He really liked that. And so I did get him signed up. I'm not going to really rush to get his stuff submitted because we can get it pretty quick in the town that he's at. He still needs to get his financing, but it started out originally like a $65,000 pool, and I signed him up at $105,000. So they added a spa, they added a wall, they added a bunch of also pebble sheen on the bottom of their pool, which looks like beach sand. I mean, it looks like pebbles, and I have it in my pool, and so he liked it. He wants it. So that was like a $9,000 upgrade just by itself. So, I mean, I don't know how I can leave California. If I wasn't here, the lead like tonight from a lady that I met 25 years ago, it would just be gone to another salesperson. So I have a certain amount of referrals that I'm going to get. And the one that I signed up on Friday, that was actually a police officer that we're digging his friend's pool. We dug it on Friday. So this is the kind of interconnection you have with customers. And so I'm in the right place at the right time with the right company. So that's really a positive, and means that I don't have to completely quit my job. And the money that I earn from it, because I do love my job, the money that I earn from it can be used for travel, so I think it's good all the way around. If I were to leave for too long, then some of these leads would have to go to other people. I'm not ready to give that up yet. We have guys that are in their 70s working for us, and so I plan on doing that. So anyway, thanks for looking, and appreciate your guys' time. And I think this is going to be Retiring in California. Might be my new name instead of California Dreamin', but they're both the same. So thanks for looking. Appreciate your time, and I look forward to seeing you guys again. Subscribe if you can. Bye-bye.